Hello, Noir family. We're so happy to have you with us today. We have a really special treat for you. It is Christmas time, and Christmas time is special because it means the Christmas presents, the Christmas trees, the lights. But in Christmas in Louisiana, it means something even better. It means a delicious gumbo. That is how we celebrate in Louisiana. That is how we celebrate the Christmas holiday. We celebrate the spirit of family, togetherness, fellowship. And I'm so blessed today to be surrounded by my lovely aunts from the Landry family who are going to tell you how to make gumbo the Creole way. We see what some of y'all are doing on the internet, and it don't always be right. So we're going to teach you the right way how to make a delicious Creole gumbo.
Get it! She got that groove, she got that gumbo, she got that Creole, she got that fluffy roll, she got that meat and rice, her recipe so right. When I eat to it to fat, she's so good I wanna say, where's my baby? My Creole lady. Said that's my baby.
Hi, Noir family. Now that you've done your shopping and you have your gumbo ingredients, we will now make the roux. You'll need a 5-pound bag of flour and 1 can of shortening. Watch as Aunt Doris demonstrates how to make a proper roux.
It starts from a white color because it's flour and cooking oil or shortening. And then it gets to the peanut butter color stage, and then it darkens.
Wow, Aunt Doris, you've always made the perfect roux. A side note on the roux, you want to try to make it the night before. That will save you on some time. You can store it in mason jars or either in Ziploc bags to be used for the next day. Now let's move on to our vegetables and our meats. You want to chop all of your vegetables the night before. It'll save you on a lot of time. You also want to clean and season your chicken, your turkey necks, and clean and devein your shrimp. And also cut your sausage the night before. You can store them in Ziploc bags for easy access.
And my seasoning, which is meat, boneless.
Thank you, Aunt Brenda, for demonstrating how to chop our vegetables and season our meats. All right, so now we're ready to start our gumbo. First, we need to set our oven to 350 degrees. We're going to place the seasoned chicken that we've already seasoned on a baking sheet and cover it with any type of olive oil, butter, or oil of your choice. You're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. The reason that we're going to put it in for 30 minutes, we only need it to be golden brown. We need it to be firm before we place it into the gumbo mixture with the other ingredients. And while this is cooking, this is going to give you time to let it cook before you add it to the gumbo. This is very important because we don't want the chicken falling apart and falling off the bone, because what you'll get is you'll get chicken pieces and bones within gumbo. We see that a lot. I've always wondered how my Aunt Brenda, how my Aunt Doris, my mom, and my Aunt Rose, and my Aunt Pam, and all of my other aunts would get this meat to stay on the bone. They don't overcook it. They cook it in the oven, make it golden, so it's beautiful when it goes in the gumbo and it's not falling apart. Key nugget of wisdom from Creole ladies. Please take it and use it. So keep that oven on at 350. Put it in at for 30 minutes. And when those 30 minutes are up, cut it off and let it sit in the oven until we're ready to add it to our gumbo mixture. We'll do that in a little while. Now we're ready to move on to our major part, which is putting the gumbo together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add water to a large pot and add our seasoned turkey necks into that pot. With that, we're also going to add some chopped sausage and 1/3 of the fresh seasoning, excluding the green onion and parsley, to the water. We're going to cook those turkey necks for 1.5 hours to 2 hours until they're tender. Now, how will you know they're tender? You're going to pick them up after the 1.5 hours just to test them out. and put a fork inside of that turkey neck. Also, don't worry about that golden brown chicken that we have cooking in the oven. It will continue to cook once you place it inside your gumbo mixture with the turkey necks. All right, and we're going to continue to cook that for 1.5 to 2 hours. All right, so we've learned about the chicken. We know about the turkey necks. With the turkey necks, we're going to add those fresh vegetables. We're going to also add our sausage as well. And then, and only when the water begins to boil. Again, when the water begins to boil, that's when you're going to add 1 cup of roux. Do not do it before that water begins to boil. If you do, you're not going to have the taste that you want in your gumbo. Only when the ingredients and that water begins to boil do you add 1 cup of roux. Take this nugget of wisdom. I've been learning this and doing this for a long time. No kidding. My aunts have been doing this and my mom has been doing this for a long time, and I just learned from them. So you're learning from us. Only when that water begins to boil do you add that roux.
Tell me the one tip that you would give to someone who's never made gumbo before. What's the one tip that you would give them?
I want to
good
start
roux.
because I'm scared.
A
And-
good roux.
And we're talking about roux too.
A good
Don't
roux.
add the roux before that water starts boiling.
That's what I was going to say. That's the truth. But
Because you've
Doris
been
made
trying.
her gumbo before. But Brenda is the one who told me because my flour lot was coming up to the top. She said, Rose, you got to roux in too early.
That's right. The water has to boil.
All right, you got that golden nugget of wisdom from my aunts and my mom, my Aunt Rose, my Aunt Brenda, my mom Diane, and my Aunt Doris and my Aunt Pam. They have been doing this for a long time, so use those nuggets of wisdom when you're cooking your gumbo. We're almost to the finish line. Our turkey necks are tender. Our chicken is golden brown. So now we're going to add it into the turkey necks with the sausage. We're also going to add our shrimp and our crab meat. You can also use gumbo crabs. I've seen people use oysters. I'm not an oyster fan, but my family also talks about things that don't belong in gumbo. So listen, these are the things that we add to our gumbo. We're not trying to tell anybody how to do their gumbo. We're just trying to instruct you on what some good stuff tastes like. All right, so go ahead and add that chicken, that golden brown chicken, the shrimp, the crab meat, and if you want to add gumbo crabs. And in our recipe, we also give you some other things that you can add to your gumbo as well. Now, once that is cooked down for about 39-40 minutes, then you want to add your green onion and your parsley, and you're going to see them season. Now, that is the second most important thing. Roux is the first, but your second most important thing, what spices are you using? What seasoning are you using? My family uses an onion powder. We also use a shrimp powder, granulated garlic, cayenne pepper, and Tony Saturates. Now you can season to taste. I don't like things salty, but I do like to have that garlic and onion flavor. So it just depends on your preference. All right, dinner is served. Don't forget your sides, French bread or garlic bread, potato salad, and remember to cook your rice. Your gumbo should look a little like this. Make sure you share pictures with us on our social media sites.
All right, Noir family, thank you for joining us today. It was such a special day to be able to share all of the lessons about gumbo, and not just about cooking the meal, but actually the love, the time, and the caring and the fellowship that goes into cooking the meal. So we think we got you equipped with what you need to cook a real Southern Louisiana Creole gumbo. Don't let us see the things that my aunts talked about you don't need in a gumbo, because we're going to call you out. So everybody, happy holidays, enjoy, and cook a good pot of gumbo to share with you and your family. Bye. If you're ready to make your gumbo, head to noironline.com for the recipe. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. And most importantly, kiss the cook, she Creole.
Get it! She got the blues.